So we go slightly. Hey. So I'm just gonna place it this way to make it easy. So we have hey lovely souls, welcome back to Emerald and Gold, and it's your girl of course Mary. It's always and always such a pleasure to come on here, just to show my face, to show me, to bring you good news, to bring you what has been happening in my life, just to know how you're also doing and get beautiful feedback from you, and also ensure you indulge in whatever content I bring up to you every single week. All right, so how have you guys been? For me, I've been good. I've been working my back to back. Well, we have to just make a living, right? I've been working hard. I've been smashing my goals slowly, not like um, not like in a very fast pace, but more like taking my time because there's a lot of things I'm up to, and it's overwhelming to just try to merge so many things together into your lifestyle and into what your goals are and all of that. And on that note, I'd like to welcome my new subscribers. I'd like to welcome everyone to today's content, today's creation. Yes, so it's always reassuring for me to be able to bring to you certain words that would spur your interest and drive you further to that goal that you so desire. That said, I would want you to take a moment to kind of reflect on those things that you really love to do. Okay, so when I'm talking about things you really love to do, I would like to buttress on our ambitions as human beings. You know, we have personal goals that and desires that we want to achieve. Okay, so while I'm on this, you can see from today's content that I have boxes behind me. So it's gonna be an unboxing and a sit down content for today. So I'm gonna be doing unboxing to review certain items I bought, and I would also engage you because of course you already know your girl Mary. I love to talk. And when I say I love to talk, I don't just mean chit chat. No, I mean I love to, create relevance when it comes to communication. I love to indulge in very creative conversations and just to rub minds with people of like minds, people that can, hold up good conversations, intellectual conversations. I'm all about that. So while I'm at it, I'm going to be unboxing. I hope it would not be too cumbersome for me, but I will just try to make it as original and as authentic as it can be. But I will also try to make it interesting so that I don't overwhelm you with what I'm saying. At the same time, I want you to also follow on with what I'm going to be unboxing, but I still want you to pay attention to the details I'm talking about. Alright, so let's get it started. I'm going to put my pillow somewhere here and then we can start up with our conversation. Okay, so pardon me, I don't want to use the scissors. I just found a plastic knife, a little knife that I'm going to be using to like tear up the carton so that we can review what the item is. So you can see on the carton is written GVM. Yes, so it says great video maker. Alright, so before I unbox this, as a result of what I initially mentioned, okay, before I unbox this, I'm going to also let's talk a little before I start unboxing. I was seated by myself. Okay, first of all, my kids are on holiday and they're not with me. They're at my sister's place, so I'm just I'm just by myself with my husband, and it has been a really rejuvenating period for me. I've been able to like do lots of self-care, lots of reflections, lots of goals alignment, like trying to align my goals with what I had starting 2024. trying to see where I've crossed the line and where I am still yet to cross the line, So it's like I just have this I had this spark in my mind to talk about our ambitions, and these ambitions are like our personal goals, our desires for achieving successes, for getting recognition or fulfillment. And in various aspects of life, we all have different things that we that kind of drives us, or we tend to drive by. There are certain things that we try to achieve when it comes to ambitions. It could be our career goals, it could be personal development, it could be relationship wise, or our hobbies, or maybe skills acquisitions and all of that in general. Yeah, for me, there's one thing I understand about all of this, and that's that you never know it all. There are times where you just don't know where to place yourself. It feels like you're uncertain as to what your take is when it comes to picking that dream or that goal whatsoever. No man is an island on his own, and it's always refreshing when you're able to go according to what you find interesting, what intrigues you, what drives you. It's always good to go by those things. There are times you start up something, and along the line it feels like you're not really getting a hang of it, and then you just drop it along the line. And there are times you just do certain things and it just keeps going and going, and you just find out, boom, this is where my strength is, and you succeed very well in it. So I would say there's certain things that kind of drive ambitions for me, and I'm going to be sharing these tips to you, things that I look forward to, because I'm a very critical thinker. I love to analyze events, I love to analyze scenarios, I love to analyze things and kind of put my thoughts into reasonable settings, such that I'm able to walk along with what my goals are. And that way I also kind of work with my journal. Like, I write down stuff a lot. Like, I write down a lot. If I'm not writing, I'm typing. So I make sure whenever a thought crosses my mind, I put it down, because I feel whoever wants to run a race, you have to write it out. Like, whatever you write, it's easy for someone that wants to run with you to run well with you. It's when you don't really write down, when you do not write down or put those things into words, it then poses as difficult to take actions. So I would say the number one thing that kind of sparks my ambition or drives my ambition would be motivation and drive. I already said that drives my ambition. That would be motivation and drive. And when I say motivation and drive, this unboxing now kind of depict what I mean by motivation and drive, in the sense that myself and my friend, she just burst me in the middle of the night and was like, oh, maybe there's this picture I want to look up on social media, and then she sent it to me, and she was like, oh, what's that? Because we've been talking about creation and all of that, content creation, and she's someone that also loves to indulge and to create content. She really has so much desire for that. So we've been trying to encourage ourselves and see how we can grow, and also sharpen each other when it comes to strengthening and holding ourselves accountable. And so she sent this picture, and then we just looked up what the item was, and I was still trying to navigate what was written on the item. It wasn't so clear because it was from a distance. Quite, we had to pay attention, and the intentional part of me, I am very determined. Like, I'm a very intentional person. When I want to do something, except I don't really want to do it. If I want to do something, I'd see there is nothing you will tell me, I would go for it. I'm a go-getter. That's just it. I think that, let me just lessen or reduce the word thing. I'm a go-getter, and once I set my mind to do something, I go for it. So we kept trying to understand and navigate what the write-up was, and then I started searching. I'm also a researcher. I started searching the internet and surfing and typing different. I was coming up with different names, different alphabets to see how I can merge the words and all of that. And next thing, I just ran off to Amazon. Of course, I got this item from Amazon Prime. So I just ran up to Amazon, started typing, and boom, it came up. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. My friend was trying to get a hang of what it was. Little did she know that I already placed an order for the item and got so good it was during the discount period. So I got it at a discounted rate. And so I would say that's like a motivation for me, because I feel if I'm starting off something or if I'm already into something, I should desire growth. I should desire learning and expanding my knowledge on what possible means to, come out better, or not like, I don't want to say being competitive, but like produce something that is valuable to whoever I'm delivering it to, right? So that's where the motivation and drive comes in. Ambition provides a sense of purpose and direction. It just makes you know that yes, I'm on the right course. It gives you clarity as to where to place your foot on, what to do next. If you have not done it right, where to take a turn, or all of that. It just motivates individuals to work hard, to overcome challenges, and to strive for continuous improvement. And that is it for me. So striving for continuous improvement, I got this item, and it's a great video maker. Okay, and one of these days I'll be taking you, like I'll be doing like a 360 coverage of how I create my content. For now, I don't want to take a rush. I'm still a starter. I'm still trying to get a hang of how all of this works, and got so good. I'd say I'm trying, and I know you also know that I'm trying. I'm so new to this, but I know it's in me. It's in me. Creation is in me when it comes to creating videos and all of that. It's in me. It's something I love to do. Even before I knew I was going to be a YouTuber, I've always loved to create content, and I might not share. I love to hoard my content. It's just who I am. So on this note, I got myself a great video maker, and I would like to share it with you. Let's just unwrap it together. All right. So I've spoken about motivation and drive. Now I'm going to be talking about personal growth. So talking about personal growth, I'll say personal growth is more like pursuing your ambition, and it's helping to lead you to that personal growth and development that deep down that you really need. And this involves setting goals, acquiring new skills, not dwelling on past knowledge, being very curious, being eager to learn and unlearn and relearn. I keep pondering on this aspect, like you never know it all. No man is an island of his own. If you've known one thing today, there's always an involvement. Like things get to take new turns, technology gets to expand and explore new dimensions to how to. Wow, I'm sorry, I want to really engage you in this. Oh, okay, so this is. Oh, is it showing? Okay, let's turn it this way so that you can see what the item says. I know there's going to be a lot of distraction in what I am talking about, but just bear with me as we. So it says the great video maker, and you can see. Oh, GVM. Yes, I think that was the word we were trying to get to. That's the other code and all of that. So it goes like this. Hey. Okay, so I'm just gonna place it this way to make it easy. So we have this is like the guide as to how to couple this item. Accessories installation method. So I'm not going to be installing it. I'm just going to show you so that you know what I got. I don't know what this is, but let's see. Okay, I think I should save myself the stress of trying to mention the name. I just know this is one of the items. It says great video maker. This is something else. I don't know what it is, but I'll proceed to opening it. At the end of this video, I'll try to couple the items together, and then maybe I'll get to show you the end result, because I'm going to be working with this every time I'm creating content. It's a lot of items, like lots of equipment here. Oh, Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna, you see, I'm just gonna toss this back into this place while we move on. This is one other item. I really don't know what this is for. Wow. Feels like this is gonna be a lot of work for me. I better get ready. Yoruba would say Omowashe Orishe. You know, Omowashe Orishe means someone, let me say a laborer that has been in search of a job and has eventually found it. So, you know, it's kind of telling you get doing, get doing. So this is one plug. This is one, is it adapter? I don't know. I think it's an adapter. Yay, I got it right. I was beginning to think that my words were malfunctioning. I don't want to suck at this unboxing stuff, but anyway, I think this is the baby here. It's so hard to bring out, but let's take it gently. Something dropped. I know. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm trying to search for that thing that dropped. Anyways, I can't find it, but this right here is the baby. It's the masterpiece, and I think this comes this way. Alright. And we have one more stuff here. I think this should be the tripod stand. Let me just place this here. Uh, okay. Whenever I'm unboxing, I try not to rip off the package. I'm always very careful because I'm very tidy and I love to use my boxes back. I don't like putting things to here. Just like I said, this is the tripod stand. Yeah. So I'm just gonna insert this back into the carton. I'm a very what's it called? I'm a very patient person when it comes to packing and unpacking. I always tend to take my time, even when it's difficult. I just try to, give it my best shot, irrespective of how difficult it might be. I'm just gonna place this here. And how cute is this baby? Oh my god. I don't know how to hold her yet, but it has some digital expressions here. And I think this is where the light is gonna come from. I don't know if I would have to peel off this yellow point here, but that's after I've read the manual. And then there's a switch here. I think this should be adjustable. I would like, once I read through the whole thing, I would understand what to hold, what not to hold, what to pull, what not to pull, and all of that. So basically, this is it. And I think it also has I think it has a reflector. This should be a reflector. I feel this should be a reflector because all of the strings that are here, these long panels that are here, I feel there's a way I would have to connect them to this and also to this stuff right here. I think this should be like the band around the reflector to hold the light. Oh, the light is gonna go inside. Okay, maybe in some cases I might want to hold it and just use it, but I feel this baby right here is gonna go inside. Once I'm done, I'm just gonna show you the end result. I've never coupled something like this before, but I'll try to see if I can get it right and just walk around with it. So that's that for the unboxing of my new baby. To just help boost our creation on here. So this is not just for me, it's for you, it's for all of us. Yeah, and I know you're excited because I'm excited. So let's place the adapter back where it's easily. Yes, I also got some other items right here. Let's get into the discussion for the day. So like I was saying, I made mention of personal growth, and I said that personal growth is something that you yourself, or maybe I myself, must have thought about, something that would lead me to that set goal, that set purpose that I've had. I feel acquiring new skills, expanding your knowledge, trying new methods of doing things. These are personal goals. These are things that it drives you out of your comfort zone, and it's not all about what you've known. It's about wanting to know more from what you have known before, or what you've never known about before. So I feel that's where personal growth comes in. And then fulfillment and satisfaction is another key factor to setting your ambitions right, or or getting that drive, or that spur that you need to keep going. So fulfillment and satisfaction. And on this aspect, I would say achieving ambitions can bring a deep sense of satisfaction, of course, and fulfillment. And at the same time, it can validate your efforts. It validates how much you put into your effort, how much you put into achieving those things that you set to achieve as a person. It also comes to reflect on your perseverance. It reflects on your perseverance, and it can also boost your self-esteem and confidence. But let me use a workplace as a factor in this aspect where fulfillment and satisfaction comes in. There are moments where we get to work in team, in pairs, like maybe either in pairs or as a team, or we have to work like individually. There's satisfaction you get from being able to achieve your goals, especially when it has to do with accurate time management, and you're able to personally, single-handedly achieve those goals, bring about results, the expected results. It goes a long way to prove that you are fulfilled. It goes a long way to prove that whatever those efforts you've put in are now validated. And in this aspect, I'll say it's always good to find what really interests you, because you don't want to keep doing something that along the line it would bore you. You just have that unnecessary burnout because you're not really enjoying what you're doing. When you find yourself in a work sphere where you are able to feel included, you're able to feel needed, you're able to feel relevant, it goes a long way to bring about that fulfillment and satisfaction. And it helps you stay on course. It helps you, like, it just motivates you for a better goal. It motivates you for a better standard, because you want to achieve more. You don't want to lessen your actions. You want to keep improving on them. And these are things that, set aside, are like daily my daily affirmations. Yeah, like my daily drive. It just helps you smash that goal. And now, definitely, when it comes to your ambitions, there are other factors. The ones I mentioned are more like the positive factors. There are other negative factors that, but they still pose as positive factors. And this, I would say, is the challenges and the sacrifices we make when it comes to driving our ambitions, when it comes to achieving them, and just staying in course with what our set values are. You know, challenges and sacrifices are the most crucial aspect of our ambitions. You know, I've had instances where people just feel like they are not doing enough. They just feel like, oh, they do not deserve that position, or they do not deserve that ambition, or whatever it is. I get to encourage people when I get to sit down and have a talk with people, just to guide them and counsel them. I get to tell people that you can't be too hard on yourself. It's enough that you already started. It's enough that you already find yourself in that work sphere, or in that goal sphere where you just want to achieve something. You've already set your mind to. doing that thing. It's it's understandable that sometimes our time, our health, and so many other factors, our relationships, our personal desire, just wanting to not do so much. Maybe times where you just want to relax and do nothing. But certain things just interfere with it. Like those goals sometimes interfere with all of these things. So I would say prioritizing the most important things would help you stay on course in this aspect. It will help you lessen the sacrifices you would make. It would also enhance that calm, like calmness in your spirit, that you won't be so overwhelmed with so much to do, but you would be able to stay resourceful, stay productive, and at the same time feel pampered, or better still, also feel calm. Just that serene atmosphere, that fulfillment, just not feel pressured. I think that's just like you wouldn't feel so pressured with what is ahead of you. And I believe if you're able to like measure up on this aspect and just scale them up to know where you need to adjust things and how you want to walk through them, it will go a long way in helping you with the challenges and sacrifices that you might encounter during your ambition process. Also, balancing ambition with other aspects of life, such as your health, your relationship, your well being, is crucial to avoid burnout. Like I previously said, there are certain things that we do not we do not like unforeseen circumstances, we do not see them coming, but we just want to keep delving into what our actions should definitely be, maybe your work area or in whatever aspect. But when we begin to face challenges and sacrifices, I believe it's not at that point that we should give up. We should not have that mindset of, if I'm facing this much challenge, if I'm not getting it right, then I think I need to just take a new course or just forget about it. See, there are different dimensions to this thing. It's either you keep going, but maybe you should just try to take a slower pace, such that you are not overwhelmed with so much to do. You can easily just calm down and take it a step at a time. Do it gently while you get a distraction, get something that will distract you from being overburdened or overwhelmed with so much. Then also maybe just taking a break for the moment. Certain like sometimes taking a break, like stopping everything you're doing, would be a very good um, dimension to help stay calm and be able to like become productive later on. That way you're able to like avoid unnecessary burnout, you're able to avoid unnecessary irritation when it comes to your fulfillment and the challenges and sacrifices that you are encountering along the line. So another thing would be say flexibility and adaptability. And this really works with people when you're working with people from different backgrounds, people with different values, people from different nationality. Every time we get to go to work, we get to meet new people, we get to meet people that we don't even share the same religion, the same beliefs, we don't share the same values or standards, we don't have anything comparable. Like it's totally different. At this point, sometimes we even encounter language barriers. I've had experiences at work where our accent differs, and I'm trying to understand what this person is saying. I am trying as much as possible to move slowly with my own words, because sometimes I can be a very fast talker, and sometimes I can slow down the pace. Depends on what I'm talking about and the context surrounding, you know. And I'm trying to make sense to this individual. I literally know I am slowing down and I am really, really understandable at what I am saying. But then they keep going, you said what? Pardon. And I'm like, yo, I'm saying everything possible to you for you to be able to relate. But yet you're still like telling me to come back on what I have said. That's where inclusivity and flexibility, adaptability comes in. Just trying to go at a slow pace, keep reaffirming those people that, oh, I understand what you're saying, or try to come down to their level even if you do not understand, there are moments where they say certain things, I get to hear certain things, and I just go, okay, it's possible I don't even understand what the person is saying, but I just say, okay, at the moment. Then maybe later on, I can now go back and say, oh, so what you were saying the other time, and then I try to change the narrative to a very lighter note, such that the person is able to say what they earlier said before, but in a different format. And then I grasp what I need to grasp at that point in time. And that is where flexibility comes in, that is where adaptability comes in. Not being easily irritable, not being self centered, you know, having a listening here. These are all communication skills. These are, communication skills, being a leader, giving listening ears, being attentive, and being sensitive. All of this, it helps with your adaptability and flexibility when it comes to, pursuing your goal, pursuing that ambition. It just setting that goal, it may change over time. Definitely goals change over time, and being open to new opportunities, being open to new environments, being open to new people, and the paths, these are the paths that can lead to unexpected and a rewarding outcome. At this point, sometimes you also get fulfillment and satisfaction from it. When you've had to be in a very compromising situation where you just have to give it your best shot. Just take, for example, the language barrier, and when it comes to communication, when you're able to keep up with the pace, and days go by, months goes by, and years go by, and you see that you're still succeeding, and you're able to make impact, you're able to make meaningful and reasonable impact with those people, it would just help you know that you're doing the right thing. It helps you set new standards. It helps you like stay in course with what your values are. Like, you do not even lose purpose. It helps to drive your goal better.